Louisiana Beer Reviews Unibroue's Ce n'est pas la fin du monde. Belgian style IPA, 9.5% alcohol, 50 bitterness units. Oh, good. I didn't even need the notes because they're saying they use on the back. It's got it right here. 50 IBUs. Why can't all brewers do this? They can do it. Why won't they do it? Cascade, Galaxy, Simcoe, and Willamette hops. Don't know about the malts. Some kind of pale malts, I guess. Product of Canada, brewed and bottled by Unibroue of Chambly, Quebec. Quebec province. Got the best by date, guys. Okay. There you go. It's sold in bottles and on draft. 12-ounce bottle. I bought this in a variety pack at a beer shop in Birmingham, Alabama. All right, so it's got a foil cover and a twist cap. Let's see if it'll twist, because Unibroue beers, the twist caps usually will not twist off. They must use an impact wrench to tighten them. I always say that. They're so tight, just like the shipyard beers. We used to get those around here. You can't get the caps off. All right, so let's try it. Oh. It won't even budge. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Use this pry. I brought this with me because I knew, or I suspected it would not come off. All right, so you can see it's a twist cap in theory. Did write down the scores for it. Beer Advocate says it's very good, 89 out of 100. That would be also a very good score for me. Rate Beer says no, it's most excellent, 94 out of 100, and a 95 out of 100 in the style. And Untapped loves it, giving it a 75 out of 100, which is high for Untapped. Okay, so let's try it. Never before had it. Probably never have it again. We don't really get Unibroue beers around here anymore in Louisiana. And I saw the Unibroue at that one store. I mean, went to a few little stores, and that's the one place I saw it. I'm not thinking it's too widespread in Birmingham. I did see some Anchor beers, though, Anchor Steam and Anchor Porter. They had a lot of six-packs of Anchor Porter. I thought about buying it to do a farewell review, but then I told my daughter, like, what's the point, really? I mean, it's gone. Yeah, it's a great porter, but I'm going to tell people, oh, man, it's so delicious. Well, you can't get it. It's gone. So I just didn't buy it. Plus, it was $12.99 a six-pack. I can remember when it was that was $7.99 a six-pack. Okay. Little Crickle Crackle. It's orange with the light shining at it. Darker orange, but with the light shining through it, it's like pumpkin orange with a white head. Okay. So it's a Belgian style IPA. Yeah, like probably be like Le Chiffre 9.5. Yeah, smells kind of like delicious. Like that strong barley malt, almost like a barley burn in the nose. I was going to say citrus, but I don't know, some kind of fruit. Maybe orange marmalade. Oh, well, what do you know? All right, nice bubbles up the side. It's translucent, but it's not transparent. No way, you can't see through this. Time for the taste. And I did find some video reviews for it, okay? And apparently this was introduced in 2020. So I'm going to watch the video reviews as time permits. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. On this hot, humid morning. Ugh, it's too hot to be out here doing beer reviews early. Well, it definitely lives up to the 50 bitterness units. It's got a full 50 bitterness units, and it tastes that way. I'm not going to say it's enormously bitter. It's certainly not minimally. So, sometimes the numbers don't match. Like, Hop Stupid, 102 IBUs. That's an old beer they used to make, that old ale. And it wasn't an old ale, it was an IPA. I mean, that old, like, it's gone. It never seemed to be up to 102. That was the number, but it didn't come across. Now, this one's very caramel. Yes. Like a semi-sweet caramel-like taste. Caramel candy. Strange. Body's high, medium, nearly heavy. Maybe some little bug got in it because of the aroma. I can see how this aroma would attract bugs. It's kind of like turned fruit. The hops are mild though, really. It's not as intense as it might seem by me tasting it. I guess the ABV 9.5 gives it that intensity. Sweetness is low. 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness, well, this is totally unlike any American IPA. But then, of course, what does that even mean today? I had one from Boulevard, a red IPA, so-called. 25 bitterness units. Oh, all right, sure. 5.9%. Believe me, if that's an IPA, anything's an IPA. Milwaukee's Best Light is an IPA, if that's the case. And it didn't even have, it had much less flavor than Milwaukee's Best Light, which is a light lager, adjunct lager, so it should have much less flavor than that Space Camper, but it didn't. It was the reverse. Space Camper was so bland. And my neighbor, she gave it to me. Across the street, she gave it to me. She drove by in the car when I was walking, and she says, "Did you try it?" I said, "I tried the one in the can." "Oh, that thing was terrible. Horrible, wasn't it?" I said, "It wasn't horrible." I said, "It just didn't have any flavor." I mean, it had some, but it didn't have much flavor. She said, well, her grandson, he said that was his favorite of the group. So imagine how the other two are going to taste. I thought, well, we'll see. But she's not a craft beer drinker. Like, I used to buy her beer, but she was taking medicine or something, and she said she couldn't get any more beer intake. But I used to buy her 12 packs about 3 times a year, and her favorite was things like Ice House. She just loved Ice House. Like, oh, it's such a good beer. And then I give her craft beers over the years, or other people give her craft beers, craft style beers, and she say, "Oh, that's not good. Why he made it such a bad beer?" That kind of thing. And you can't say she hasn't tried a number of. She has tried many. I remember I gave her a Torpedo one time, extra IPA. Well, she didn't like it. But back to this. I can assure you she would hate this. I'm not in love with it, though, to tell you the truth. I'd rather have the Le Chouffe, but I'd rather not pay $4.99 for the bottle, 11.5 ounce bottle, whatever it is, some sky high price. I got this 6-pack variety for $15.99, less than $3 a bottle, because 3 times 6 is 18, so less than $3 a bottle. So in that case, this day and age, that was a good deal, because everything else in that beer store was so sky high. I was like, what's up with all these high prices? I bought one single bottle of something, can't remember what it was, and then I bought that variety pack, and that was enough to pay out for me. Well, I'm sweating already, just sitting here. I'm not comfortable. I think this is better for wintertime, this beer, or at least late fall, but for a summertime beer, it's a failure, but that could probably be the case with anything at this ABV level, but I think it's very good, but I'm not going to say excellent even. I don't know, there's just something about it. That caramel flavor, that kind of off-fruit thing. It's not too enjoyable. In my opinion, I try to be fair with everything. Saw some brand new bottles of Goose Island IPA with a new label today. I was tempted, I didn't buy them, but that's an English style IPA. Very pleasant, very enjoyable. But back to this, I'm gonna go 87 out of 100, 8.7 out of 10. I just, that's the way I feel about it. I think it's good. It's a good beer, good ale, but well, who knows? Maybe I'll watch all the other video reviews and they'll say the same thing. So, all right. So, laissez-les, bon temps relais, a good beer, and I'm gonna end this review by saying y'all go to Chambly, Quebec province, in the Dominion of Canada and take a brewery tour.